Welcome to the official Personality Guru. ISTPs aren't long-winded people, and they take a lot of time to accurately form their sentences before speaking them out loud. Most of the time, people don't actually know what they're going to say, and interrupting is a major turn-off for them. ISTP personality type is the most likely to get upset or angry and shows it, according to the MBTI manual. Today, let's talk about the things ISTP hates. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. The ISTP personality type is driven by a strong desire to solve problems in concrete ways. ISTPs are natural markers who enjoy taking things apart and putting them back together, leaving them, of course, a little better than they were before. Known for their high kinesthetic intelligence and cool pragmatism, people of the ISTP personality design and optimize the tools that keep the world running. Many ISTPs become hands-on innovators, highly skilled athletes, and adventurous thrill seekers. For example, Michael Jordan and Amelia Earhart are believed to be ISTPs, among many others. 1. You can't do it that way. ISTPs tend to get in hot water with more rule-oriented types because they like to improvise rather than follow a preordained set of rules. They will often eschew manuals in favor of figuring out how something works with their own hands. Having someone shadowing them and critiquing their every move will make their blood boil. They prefer space to figure things out solutions in their own way. They're pretty good at finding unique and out-of-the-box solutions to problems. 2. I need you to commit to a schedule. You have too much time on your hands. ISTPs hate feeling restricted or controlled. Overscheduling their time or limiting their ability to act spontaneously will almost certainly backfire. They like to have plenty of unstructured space to pursue their own interests and activities. 3. Polite chit-chat and extraneous socializing. Generally, ISTPs are cheerful and easygoing, but they are probably never going to be the most popular person in the room, and they are okay with that. At parties or get-togethers, ISTPs are usually found quietly hanging back or perhaps showing off their beer pong or pool table skills. They tend to feel more comfortable doing something than making small talk. Of course, ISTPs can learn to do party chit-chat, just like any other type, and many of them have taught themselves strong social skills, especially later in life. However, ISTPs will probably never relish a dinner party or networking event, seeing all that polite socializing is a bit boring. When situations like these are required, they will absolutely loathe it. 4. When people overthink things. Many other introverted types struggle with overthinking, but that is rarely the case for the ISTP, who tends to act first and think later. Sometimes, this tendency gets them in trouble, and they suffer some unintended consequences. But we can probably all agree that we'd rather have an ISTP paramedic or firefighter show up to our emergency than someone who wastes precious time pondering and plotting. Many ISTPs have saved the day and lives through their quick actions. They hate it when they have to deal with people who are slow to move, act, and decide. 5. Oh, I wanted to tell you something. This happened, then this, and oh wait, did you hear about that? Beating around the bush drives ISTPs crazy. They like to know accurate details, but they want people to get to the point and be as concise as possible unless the story they're telling is really that fascinating. So choose your words and try not to ramble too much. 6. It's all their fault. Life is full of options for the ISTP. They see what they've got and try to make the most of it. And their resourcefulness is one of their greatest strengths. People who blame all their problems on other people without trying to make lemons out of lemonade tend to get on their nerves. 7. Not being able to get up and move. Want to frustrate an ISTP? Force them to sit for a prolonged period of time in a dull gray cubicle, a packed-in airplane seat, or a classroom where a teacher is droning on and on with no escape. 8. You need to think with your heart. ISTPs can be very caring, generous people, but when they make a decision, they want to be objective. Stepping outside of personal feelings helps them to remain unbiased, logical, and fair. Making emotional appeals and putting down their process for deciding isn't usually the best way to go about things. 9. red tape, unbending rules, and unnecessary bureaucracy. The ISTP is a quiet nonconformist. Unlike ISTJs who feel safest working in highly organized environments and within obvious hierarchies, ISTPs may balk at corporate culture or other highly structured communities. To them, it's all just red tape and unnecessary bureaucracy. Of course, ISTPs understand that some level of structure is needed to keep the world from falling into chaos. Nevertheless, they will still inwardly hate when any person or job tries to burden them with too much of it. 10. Hurry up and decide. ISTPs need to look at all the options and all the information before they make a decision. They hate feeling rushed to make up their minds on the spot, and people who pressure them to do so are likely to be labeled as overbearing and annoying. Don't be one of those people. 11. Not getting enough alone time. Although ISTPs generally come across as quick and confident, there are truly introverts who need plenty of time to themselves. They may spend that time in their workshop tinkering with their latest project, or perhaps at the gym, focusing on their body. Really, anything that allows ISTPs to root into their senses alone will feel re-energizing. Without enough downtime, like any other introvert, ISTPs will feel frazzled, exhausted, and downright unhappy. 12. You're wrong. Driving in the left-hand lane 5 miles below the speed limit is perfectly okay. If you really want to get on an ISTP's nerves, be an obnoxious driver. Merge slowly, forget your turn signals, and pass people as slowly as possible. 13. Feeling stuck, trapped, or stifled. Perhaps, above all else, the ISTP personality craves freedom and autonomy. They wish for the freedom to change their mind or life's direction when it suits them, without getting judged or fenced in by others. They dream of a lifestyle free of demanding schedules, high-pressure deadlines, and burdensome obligations. To the freewheeling ISTP, who thrives on spontaneity, these things can feel extremely stifling. For example, if a significant other tries to get serious fast and asks the ISTP to make a strong commitment, the ISTP might run. Or, when a job demands they follow very rigid rules and expectations, ISTPs will hate it. Aside from all the things that we have mentioned, what are the things that you hate most as an ISTP? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. 14. I know what you're going to say. Really? Do you? Regardless of what you think you know, interruptions are never cool with ISTPs. They aren't long-winded people, and when they do speak, they're usually pretty concise and careful with what they say. It is important to listen and be attentive when they decide to share their thoughts. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. 15. Dealing with drama and messy emotions. Because ISTPs approach the world primarily through logic, they tend to get uncomfortable when they have to deal with matters of the heart. Indeed, they're probably not the person their friends and loved ones turn to for emotional support, but when something has broken down and needs to be fixed, that's a different story. In fact, an ISTP personality may come across as unsympathetic or even overly blunt without meaning to. Similarly, they tend to keep their own feelings private, often hiding them from even those closest to them. But it's not that ISTPs are incapable of dealing with emotional matters. On the contrary, as they grow older, many ISTPs see a utilitarian purpose behind developing their emotional intelligence. Nevertheless, if an ISTP is pressured to let it all out or is forced to deal with a high-drama situation, they will hate it.